Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Learning Conversations. I'm Aurora, and today I have a wonderful guest who specializes in teaching practical, real world English conversations. Ashley, please introduce yourself to our listeners.
Hi, Aurora, and hello to all the amazing English learners listening today. I'm Ashley, and I'm from Canada. I've been teaching English for over 16 years, but I specialize in something very specific, helping students master real conversations that they actually need in everyday life. I'm passionate about bridging the gap between textbook English and the English people actually speak in coffee shops, stores, offices, and social situations. Today, we're going to practice real conversation patterns that you can use immediately in your daily interactions with native English speakers.
That's exactly what learners need, Ashley. So many students can handle formal English well, but they struggle when they need to make small talk with a neighbor, order food at a restaurant, or chat with colleagues at work. Let's start with one of the most common situations, meeting someone for the first time. What does a real conversation look like in this situation?
Great starting point. Let me show you how this actually happens. Imagine you're at a coffee shop and someone sits at the table next to you. A real conversation might go like this. Excuse me, is anyone sitting here? No, please go ahead. Thanks. I love your laptop case, by the way. Where did you get it? Oh, thank you. I actually got it online. Are you a student too? Yeah, I'm studying business at the community college. What about you? I'm working on my master's in psychology. Business sounds interesting, though. What made you choose that? Notice how the conversation flows naturally from a polite request to a compliment, then to questions about each other's lives. This is how real conversations develop organically.
I love how natural that sounds. The conversation flows so smoothly from one topic to another. Ashley, what about situations where we need to ask for help or information? How do these conversations typically unfold?
Asking for help conversations are super common. Let's imagine you're lost and need directions. Here's how it really happens. Excuse me, sorry to bother you, but I'm completely lost. Do you know how to get to Central Library? Oh, sure, it's not too far from here. Do you have a car or are you walking? I'm walking. Okay, so you're going to go straight down this street for about 3 blocks, then turn left at the big intersection with the traffic light. You'll see a Starbucks on the corner. That's where you turn. The library is just past the post office. Perfect, thank you so much. So straight for 3 blocks, left at Starbucks, then past the post office. Exactly. You can't miss it. I really appreciate your help. Notice the confirmation and gratitude at the end. That's very typical in real conversations.
Those confirmation questions are so helpful for making sure you understand correctly. Ashley, let's talk about shopping conversations. How do people actually interact when they're buying things?
Shopping conversations are fantastic practice because they're predictable but still authentic. Here's a realistic clothing store interaction. Hi, can I help you find anything? I'm looking for a birthday gift for my sister. She loves sweaters. What size is she? Medium, I think. Maybe large to be safe. Okay, these are really popular right now. They come in several colors. Oh, these are nice. How much are they? They're $45, but they're actually buy one, get one 50% off today. That's a great deal. Do you have this blue one in large? Let me check in the back for you. I'll be right back. Thanks. I'll look around while you check. This shows the back and forth nature of real shopping conversations, with questions, offers, and practical considerations.
Shopping conversations really do follow those patterns. Ashley, what about workplace conversations? How do colleagues actually talk to each other during a typical day?
Workplace conversations are crucial for professional success. Here's a realistic conversation between coworkers. Good morning, Sarah. How was your weekend? It was great, thanks. I went hiking with my family. What about you? I mostly just relaxed at home. Hey, did you get a chance to look at the Johnson report? I started it yesterday, but I have a few questions. Do you have time to go over it together? Sure. Let me grab my coffee and I'll come to your desk. Perfect. Oh, by the way, are you going to Tom's retirement party on Friday? I wouldn't miss it. He's been here for 30 years. I know. It's hard to believe he's actually retiring. Notice how workplace conversations mix personal chat with business discussions. That's very typical in real offices.
That mix of personal and professional topics is so realistic. Ashley, let's talk about restaurant conversations. What do real interactions with servers look like?
Restaurant conversations are great practice because they're structured, but still natural. Here's how it typically goes. Good evening. How many in your party? Just two, please. Right this way. Is this table okay? Perfect, thank you. Then later. Can I start you off with something to drink? I'll have a Diet Coke and she'll have water with lemon, please. Coming right up. Do you need a few more minutes to look at the menu? Actually, I think we're ready. I'll have the grilled salmon with rice. How would you like that cooked? Medium, please. Great choice. And for you? I'll try the chicken pasta special. Excellent. I'll get that started for you. The server checks back later. How is everything tasting? Delicious, thank you. This shows the predictable flow of restaurant service conversations.
Those restaurant patterns are so useful to know. Ashley, what about phone conversations? How do people actually talk when they can't see each other?
Phone conversations have their own special characteristics. Here's a realistic example of calling a doctor's office. Good morning, doctor. Smith's office, this is Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. This is Mike Johnson. I need to schedule an appointment. Certainly, Mr. Johnson. What type of appointment do you need? Just a regular checkup. It's been about a year since my last visit. Let me see what we have available. How about next Tuesday at 2 o'clock? That works perfectly. Do I need to bring anything specific? Just your insurance card and a list of any medications you're currently taking. Got it. So that's Tuesday the 15th at 2 o'clock? That's correct. We'll see you then. Thank you so much. Have a great day. You too, Mr. Johnson. Goodbye. Notice how phone conversations include more confirmations and clarifications because you can't see visual cues.
Phone conversations really do require different skills. Ashley, what about social conversations at parties or gatherings? How do people mingle and chat?
Social conversations at parties are wonderful for practicing casual English. Here's a typical interaction. Hi, I don't think we've met. I'm Jessica. Nice to meet you, Jessica. I'm David. How do you know Karen? We work together at the marketing firm downtown. What about you? Karen and I went to college together. Are you enjoying the party? It's great. The food is amazing. Have you tried those little sandwiches? Not yet, but they look delicious. I've been talking to people all evening. It's such a nice group. Everyone's so friendly. Karen always has great parties. Do you live in the neighborhood? About 10 minutes away, in Riverside. What about you? I'm just across town. It's convenient for getting to work. Notice how party conversations jump between topics. The host, the food, the neighborhood. That's very natural in social settings.
Those topic jumps are so realistic. Ashley, let's discuss problem-solving conversations. What happens when something goes wrong and people need to work together to fix it?
Problem-solving conversations are super important. Here's an example between neighbors about a shared fence. Hi, Mark. Do you have a minute? I wanted to talk about our fence. Sure, what's going on? I noticed it's leaning pretty badly after that big storm last week. You're right. I've been worried about it too. Do you think we should call someone? I was thinking the same thing. Should we split the cost? That sounds fair to me. Do you know any good contractors? Actually, my brother-in-law does this kind of work. He could give us an estimate. That would be great. When do you think he could look at it? I'll call him tonight and see. Maybe this weekend? Perfect. Just let me know what he says. Will do. Thanks for bringing this up. I'm glad we're on the same page. These conversations show cooperation and shared problem solving.
Those collaborative conversations are so important for maintaining good relationships. Ashley, what about conversations when we're running errands around town? What do those interactions look like?
Errand conversations are perfect practice because they're short but frequent. Here's a post office interaction. Next. Hi, I need to mail this package to California. Priority or regular mail? How long does regular take? About 5 to 7 business days. That should be fine. Regular mail, please. It'll need to go in this box since it's fragile. Okay, how much extra is that? The box is free, but with regular shipping, your total is $12.60. Perfect. Then at the bank. Good afternoon. How can I help you? I'd like to deposit this check, please. Do you have your account number? It's on my debit card. That works. Would you like any cash back? $20 would be great. Here's your receipt and your 20. Anything else today? That's everything, thank you. These quick, efficient conversations happen multiple times per week.
Those everyday errands really add up to a lot of English practice opportunities. Ashley, what about conversations with service providers like repair people or delivery drivers?
Service conversations are really practical. Here's a typical exchange with a delivery person. Good morning. I have a package for apartment 3B. That's me. Just set it inside the door, please. Actually, I need a signature for this one. No problem. Then with a repair technician. You called about your washing machine? Yes, it's making a really loud noise and not draining properly. Let me take a look. How long has this been happening? About a week. It's getting worse. I see the problem. The drain hose is clogged. I can fix it right now. How long will it take? Maybe 20 minutes. You might want to stay out of the laundry room while I work. Sure, I'll be in the kitchen if you need anything. Perfect. I'll let you know when I'm finished. These conversations are straightforward and task-focused.
Those service interactions are so practical to know. Ashley, let's talk about conversations with children or in family settings. How does English change in these situations?
Family conversations are more relaxed and emotional. Here's a realistic parent-child interaction. Mom, can Sarah come over for dinner tonight? Did you ask Sarah's parents if it's okay? Not yet, but I'm sure they'll say yes. You need to ask them first, sweetie, then we'll talk about it. Can I call her now? After you finish your homework. I'm almost done. Just 5 more math problems. Okay, but no phone calls until everything is completely finished. Fine, I'll hurry. And between adults, how was school pickup today? Crazy as usual. Tommy forgot his backpack again. That kid would forget his head if it wasn't attached. I made him go back and get it. He needs to learn responsibility. You're absolutely right. Tough love sometimes. Family conversations include more emotions, informal language, and inside jokes.
Family conversations really do have a different feel. Ashley, what about conversations when we're learning something new or getting instructions?
Learning conversations are so common. Here's someone learning to use new software. I'm having trouble with this spreadsheet program. What seems to be the problem? I can't figure out how to add a new column. Okay, right-click on column B. Like this? Exactly. Now select Insert Column. Oh, I see it. Should I click that? Yes, and it will add a new column right there. That's so much easier than I thought. Most things are once you know the trick. Try it a few more times to practice. Good idea. Thanks for being so patient with me. No problem at all. We've all been there. Or learning to drive. Remember to check your mirrors before changing lanes. Both mirrors? Yes, the rear view mirror and the side mirror on the side you're moving to. Okay, I'm checking now. Is it clear? Looks good. Signal first, then slowly move over. These conversations are supportive and step by step.
Those instructional conversations really show patience and clear communication. Ashley, what about conversations when we're making plans or coordinating with others?
Planning conversations happen constantly. Here's friends making weekend plans. What are you doing Saturday? Nothing special. Want to hang out? I was thinking of going to that new farmer's market downtown. That sounds fun. What time does it start? I think around 9, but we don't have to get there that early. How about we meet at 10? That gives me time to sleep in. Perfect. Should we drive together or meet there? Let's meet there. I might want to leave early if it gets too crowded. Good thinking. I'll text you Friday night to confirm. Sounds like a plan. Or coordinating with coworkers. Can we reschedule our Tuesday meeting? What day works better for you? How about Wednesday afternoon? Let me check my calendar. Wednesday at 2? Perfect. I'll send a new meeting invite. These conversations involve negotiation and compromise.
Those planning conversations really show how people coordinate their lives together. Ashley, before we finish, what's your most important advice for mastering real conversations in English?
My most important advice is to remember that real conversations are messy, imperfect, and full of interruptions, topic changes, and misunderstandings. And that's completely normal. Don't aim for textbook perfection. Instead, focus on communication and connection. Listen actively, ask follow-up questions, and don't be afraid to say, "I'm sorry, I didn't catch that," or "Could you repeat that?" Real conversations are about sharing experiences and building relationships, not demonstrating perfect grammar. Practice these conversation patterns, but adapt them to your personality and situation. Most importantly, be genuinely interested in other people. That's what makes conversations enjoyable for everyone involved.
That's such wise advice about focusing on connection rather than perfection. Ashley, thank you so much for sharing these authentic conversation examples with us. I think our listeners now have a much better understanding of how English conversations really work in everyday situations.
Thank you, Aurora. This has been such a pleasure. I hope your listeners feel more confident about jumping into real conversations with English speakers. Remember, every native speaker was once learning how to have conversations, too. We're all just figuring it out as we go along, and that's what makes conversations interesting and human.
And thank you to all our listeners. Remember, the conversations Ashley shared today are happening all around you every day. Start noticing these patterns in real life, and don't be afraid to participate. Every conversation is an opportunity to practice and improve, and most people are patient and helpful when they know you're learning English.
Exactly. Real conversations are where language learning truly happens. Don't wait until you feel ready. Jump in now and learn through experience. Your conversation skills will improve dramatically when you start using English for real communication rather than just studying it.
Until next time, this is Aurora from English Learning Conversations. Keep talking, keep connecting, and remember that every real conversation brings you closer to fluency. The world is full of people waiting to chat with you in English. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, and happy chatting to everyone. May all your conversations be meaningful and enjoyable.